Coming up on this week's edition of the Met Report, our women's basketball looks to stay on the winning path.
We find out where you can get a summer internship or job.
And a fitness club is gaining popularity on campus.
All this and more on this week's edition of the Met Report. Welcome to the Met Report. I'm Jessie Salazar.
And I'm Josh Cozart. A brand new advising system is coming to MSU Denver. DegreeWorks will replace the former CAP system. The new system emphasizes on completion rates and degree statuses, finding a better way to support student academic planning. It also helps MSU Denver faculty with real-time counseling capabilities designed to create new efficiencies. This new system starts spring 2015.
Students of the Communication Arts and Sciences Department Lambda Pi Eta Honors Club are hosting a high school debate tournament on campus Saturday, February 22nd. It runs all day with 23 high schools attending. The Honors Club hosts this in hopes of showing off MSU Denver to the students and parents, as well as providing a service activity to the educational community.
Students looking to find the best job for the summer didn't need to look far from campus. The Colorado Parks and Recs Association, in coordination with MSU Denver, held a job fair in the Tivoli yesterday. The event helped students find internships, volunteering, and jobs for the upcoming summer. Many surrounding counties and cities participated to talk about the opening positions to potential employees. Positions such as park rangers, lifeguards, and administrators were available for employees held mock interviews. Students with varied majors attended to take advantage of this job fair.
Agencies are here looking for summer jobs, internships, volunteer, so it's a great way to network and meet people in the recreation field. And also for students, we have set up mock interviews to help prepare them for, like I said, internships or jobs.
For more information, stop in the Recreation Office in the PE Building Room 101.
Gigi's Pool Hall on the first floor of the Tivoli is home to the Metro State University Food Bank. This valuable resource can feed you and is also paid for by your college tuition. The food bank supports independent and highly responsible students with a passion for people. Volunteering with them counts for work-study credits. Associate Dean Braylon Pantel from the Office of Student Engagement and Wellness is the go-to person for questions about the food bank.
The basic idea being that if someone is hungry, if you're constantly wondering where your next meal is going to come from, or you're hungry in that moment, you're probably not apt to really be able to focus and concentrate in the way that you might need to in order to be successful in your academic pursuits.
Human resources consultant Robin Kane led a networking seminar this Thursday from 3 to 4:30 p.m. in the admin building, room 200. Kane brings a wealth of knowledge gained from the restaurant hospitality, food and beverages, consumer goods, technology, education, manufacturing, and nonprofit industries. You can register for the workshop through JobLink at msudenver.edu/career and select the tab for career events. You can also register by calling the Office of Career Services at 303-556-3664. This event is open to all MSU Denver students and alumni.
The gym offers more than treadmills and free weights. Met Report's Adriana Fernandez has something that is sure to get you off your feet and maybe even upside down.
Does this seem familiar? A pole, a sexy woman in a strip club? This physical vixen may seem pretty naughty, but it's got a whole lot of workout benefits. No longer is pole dancing being seen in gentlemen's clubs. Pole fitness is becoming one of the latest trends in the fitness world.
Not only is pole fitness becoming a popular sport across the country, it's finally made its way to Metro. Let's have a look.
I get a chance to catch up with some Auraria students at the Vertical Fitness Club who were eager to share all the benefits of pole fitness.
My first class, I woke up the next morning and there wasn't a muscle that wasn't sore. So no matter what sport you do, it's going to train all of your muscles to work harder.
We push flexibility, endurance, agility, a whole combination of things to make this an amazing sport. So a lot of times it's stereotyped with people thinking we're strippers and stuff like that, but if we were strippers, we'd probably be making a lot more money than we do right now. It's definitely the athleticism that goes into it, and it's the mix of the athleticism, the endurance, and there's a huge dance aspect to it as well. We're here Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights from 6:30 to 8:30 in the atrium in the PE building, and we're also here Friday mornings from 9:30 to 11:30. The drop-in classes only cost $5, which is very feasible compared to a lot of the local studios that charge $15 to $20 per class. And also, if you're interested in a membership, then we do offer memberships for $55 for Auraria campus students.
For the Met Report, Adriana Fernandez.
Well, how about that pole dancing, Josh?
Man, I don't think I could ever do that. They make it look extremely easy, most definitely.
Are you sure? I thought I saw you and some friends there.
We'll talk about it after the show. Anyway, coming up next, is Colorado's nightlife getting an extension?
And what's wrong with the Great Lakes? Find out why this is affecting our weather.
And I'll tell you what the weather's going to be like this weekend.
Things get heated up for women and men's basketball team. Some surprising turnouts. I'll tell you what they were on Met Report Sports.
The Met Report is brought to you today in part by Health Center at Auraria, a proud sponsor of the Healthy Pursuits program. Healthy Pursuits brings Zumba, belly dancing, Nia, Pilates, and yoga classes to Auraria for free as part of tuition and fees. Classes are offered Monday through Friday, and you can find the full schedule on the Wellness channel in ConnectU or on the Health Center website at tinyurl.com/healthypursuits. Also, real-time updates are on Twitter at BeWellAuraria, and news and events are on Facebook at Health Center at Auraria.
Welcome back. Well, Black History Month is almost over, but Kiwi Brockington and Jesse Salazar cruised through the Auraria campus to find out how knowledgeable students are about the annual tradition.
With February coming to an end and the semester in full swing, we decided to ask some students if they even realize that Black History Month is coming to an end.
When you guys came to me, I'm aware that it happens, but when you guys came to me, I'm like, oh, it's Black History Month. All right, cool.
If you look around, you cannot see any sign or any flyer or anything yet. So we are lack of Black history.
I think Black History Month around Auraria campus, it's not really much done for it. There's no events, nothing really goes about, no word on campus, no flyers or anything. See it more as they just see it oh, it's a part of history and we just roll with it. Just don't really embrace it on campus much.
I like to learn more about the good things that happen to my people and not the bad things that happen.
We got this 1 month dedicated to Black history, but then it's just all the other months, what's going on. I mean, I don't know. It's not necessarily white history, but it's it's kind of implied, I guess.
Hopefully Auraria campus has a better representation of Black History Month next year. I'm Kiwi Brockington.
And I'm Jesse Salazar.
For the Met Report.
Trendy urban art, high fashion, live music, great food and drinks are a part of what's happening this weekend at the 19th Annual Artopia Festival. The Westward-sponsored one-night gala happens tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. and takes place at 5 different venues along Broadway. For tickets and more information, visit westward.com/Artopia/2014. Be sure to check it out.
The controversial bill extending Colorado bar hours has failed. The bill would have allowed local bars to extend their closing hours from 2 o'clock to 4:30 in the morning. The idea behind the bill was to reduce the rush of people leaving the bar at the same time while under the influence. As admirable as this goal might seem, lawmakers from both sides of the aisle were against the bill. These opponents were concerned that late bar hours would just lead to more drinking and violence. The bill was killed on its final read earlier this week at the request of Representative Duran, who said, quote, "It's time to go back to the drawing board on this."
Legal marijuana sold in Colorado could be contaminated. Lab tests done at various dispensaries have found mold, mildew, E. coli, and salmonella within the cannabis. Jennifer Murray, the founder of Canna Labs, conducted these tests. She says people cannot die from cannabis, but we can die from the contamination of Canna Labs. Canna Labs is one of 3 laboratories approved by Colorado to test pot. The testing is voluntary. Shops are beginning to test their pot because of this issue.
Old Man Winter has taken the Great Lakes and most of the Midwest into his grasps this winter season. The Great Lakes are on average 81% covered with ice and snow. We have not seen the lakes this frozen since 1979, when the lakes were 95% frozen. With this new unusual frozen landscape, scientists say that's doing more beneficial things than harm for the residents in the Midwest. The frozen lakes may delay the spring warm-up, but will help farmers keep crops safe from late freezes and may put an end to lake effect snowstorms. The freeze also may stop food prices from rising and make travel much easier.
Attention parents, video games may be beneficial to your children. Research reveals playing video games may help manage symptoms of dyslexia, the learning disorder that affects reaction timing, reading, writing, and spelling. Researchers believe video games may help those with dyslexia switch between sound and visual stimuli, training their mind to think faster.
It's finally upon us, ladies and gentlemen. 5280's Denver Restaurant Week is making its way back into the Mile High scene and bringing a few surprises with it this year. If you're looking to share a multi-course meal at the iconic price of $52.80, then look again. Expenses have gone up $30 per person, causing the dining rates for couples to rise to $60. And prices aren't the only thing that's changing. What was once a 2-week-long event has now been split into 2 different segments. The culinary event, which takes place from February 22nd to February 28th. It resumes August 23rd. The surprise should not affect customers negatively.
Ukraine's president and opposition leaders have agreed to a deal, ending the tense standoff in Kiev. This comes after 70 protesters were killed and more than 500 were wounded Thursday, according to the Associated Press. Protesters have packed Independence Square since November. They came in response to the Ukrainian president's decision to reverse a trade deal with the European Union. Instead, he chose Russia. Poland's president says the new deal is a good compromise for Ukraine and gives peace a chance.
Well, Jesse, I bet that you are super excited that you won't be working till 4:30 in the morning now that the bar bill has not passed.
Absolutely. I'm so excited that it didn't pass. I hate staying up that late as it is.
Oh, I know. I'm already several hours into sleep by 4:30 in the morning. I think everyone else should be too. By the way, have you enjoyed the past week's weather, minus the wind?
Absolutely. It's been amazing. So beautiful, and it's just like springtime.
I know I got spring fever really bad. Anyway, now joining us for the Met Report weather is Myles Potter. Myles, how's the weather going to be this weekend?
Well, Josh, it should be gorgeous out there. And let me tell you, current temperatures right now, 50 degrees in the downtown metro area with the wind is up to 20 miles per hour going west to northwest at 20 miles per hour. So it's kind of windy out there. But your weekend, let's take a look at that. Nationally, you see this cold front that it is pushing down the Great West, and it's going to bring scattered showers and snow to the Dakotas. We will maybe see a slight bit of chance for snow up in the mountain areas, but up in the mains areas, you got a low pressure system. It's going to be a freezing rain. Sunday now, once again, you do see that cold front swooping down, and it is going to bring snow and a little bit of rain to your mountain areas and the mountains. So if you're all that snowboarders and skiers, you should love it up there. It also scattered showers down in Texas. The rest of the country looks pretty good. Miami especially, that high pressure system should push up, and it's going to be gorgeous down there. Now locally for your temperatures Saturday, 49, 30, or 26 in Denver, 49, 24 in Colorado Springs. Down there in Lamar, it should be 55, 22 as a low. Now western slopes, now for all you skiers and snowboarders, it's going to be a gorgeous sunny day. So wear those sunglasses. 33 and 5 in Gunnison. Down on the west, 49 and 26. Now Sundays. Same again. It's going to be gorgeous once again. 49, 31 for all you golfers out there. Get the clubs out. It's time to go start playing. Down in Alamosa, 45 and 11. Once again, in the Midwest, or the western slope, it should be another gorgeous day for all you snowboarders out there. Now for your 5-day forecast. 55 on Monday with a low of 29, 44 and 28 on Tuesday. And look, once again, we see those 50s try to creep back up on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's still going to be a little cold. But you know what? That's all right. It's still wintertime. We'll be right back after these messages.
Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. I am beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down.
Where I bring Hollywood a mile high.
Aligning the Hollywood stars over Denver.
I'm here to bring you the latest juicy gossip from the mile high to the streets of Hollywood.
Give your most handsome look to that camera.
Where I'll be bringing you the latest gossip from Tinseltown all the way up to a mile high.
I didn't get any injuries. I was okay. I was a little dancing, these, you know.
Check us out every Friday live at 12:30 p.m. on The Met Report.
Now joining us for EntertainMET is Lacie Daye. What's kicking, Lacie?
Who's ready to get funky? Olympic style. Many fans around the world are adding some excitement to the games with some wacky styles. Big and bold, proud supporters show off their unique spirit as games are wrapping up this weekend. Colors, smiles, and unusual costumes adorn these awesome folks as they cheer on their countries in hopes for the gold. Now let's get this weekend started. Do you ever wonder what people do to entertain themselves when they're bored on a Friday night? Well, turns out all kinds of crazy, cool, and interesting things. We asked students on campus how they keep themselves entertained.
Turn my music up really loud and just dance around the house and have a whole bunch of fun.
I will take my 8-foot reticulated python to the park.
And just rubber, just like this.
On Friday night when I'm bored, I do my homework while listening to music.
Friday night, I'm usually actually playing some video games.
Oh, nice.
On Friday night, when I get bored, I play the guitar.
On a Friday night, we lion dance.
I hear music up ahead. Let's let some local talent take us away. Introducing performing artist Eve Jennings.
Eve Jennings, I'm a music business major here at CU Denver, and today I'm going to play an original for you called Habits. So here goes. On your face, and the evening starts to chase you away. The clouds above turn into stars. 14 hours ago, I was wasting the day.
Be sure to check out Eve Jennings on SoundCloud and YouTube for more delightful music. Last but maybe most exciting, it's time for this week's must-sees in the movie world.
Oh my gosh, did you see that? You gotta check it out.
I want to see that.
That's so cool. I can't wait.
We have to go and check that out.
Let's see.
3 Days to Kill pictures Kevin Costner as a Secret Service agent who's trying to get out of the business. But then he finds himself plagued by a strange, life-threatening illness. The service offers an experimental drug to save his life, but he must kill one last time to survive. Next is the movie Pompeii, which is not as gruesome as it looks. This movie is actually a love story about a former slave turned gladiator who tries to save the love of his life as Mount Vesuvius explodes and brings the city to ruin. Kicking off into the Hungover Games. This comedy special gives us a perfect combo of hunger and hangover as our favorite movie goofs, reality TV stars, and serious actors all come together in an epic battle for survival. Finally, we end on a lighter note with a lovely anime movie called The Wind Rises. It's a movie good for the whole family about a boy and his passion for aviation and where his life's journey takes him.
Almighty people, thank you for joining me, but that's all the time we have on entertainment for this week. I'm Lacie Daye. Keep keeping it real and stay tuned for sports.
On that long and do it all again so I can find my way back home.
The sun seems to shine a little less since you've been gone.
You were the one I wanted. Don't stray, don't ever go away.
I'll just smile and everyone will wanna go with it. Oh.
Now joining us for Met Report Sports is Hassan Shah. Hassan, how were the softball games this last weekend?
Well, the softball team was definitely on a roll. Metro found themselves at West Texas A&M Invitational last weekend. After 2 wins Saturday, they'll only have one more game to play on Sunday. Take a look and see what happens. The game started out great for Metro. Top of the first, Kaylin Harmon would get a 2-run homer. Metro leads 3-0. Then Metro would trail 5-3 heading into the bottom of the third. Mary Towner up to bat with the bases loaded. She would take 1 yard. They added another in the 5th, and Chelsea Brew singled. Harmon would score. Metro wins the game 12-7. 9 Roadrunners had at least 1 hit in the game as they connected with the season high of 14 as a team. So definitely doing a great job over there. The Roadrunners improved 4-1 this season, while ASU fell 9-5. Metro State will open conference play next weekend at Colorado Mesa. Metro Baseball also takes a big hit. They dropped the first 3 games last weekend and look to get a win in Game 4. Metro State sophomore Derek Stimson blanked number 21 St. Mary's in his first career start on Saturday as the Roadrunners split a doubleheader. Stimson overmatched the Rattlers, striking out 5, allowing 6 hits. The game was scoreless until the top of 7th when Roadrunners took advantage of 2 errors. Sean Reeves drove in Gibbons for the game's first run. Danny Miller drove in a run by drawing a walk, and Alex Walker capped the inning with a sac fly. Reeves led the Roadrunners with 2 hits. Stimson then led Roadrunners to a 4-0 win. Metro State is now 1-3 in the season with Rattlers at 8-2. So definitely great over there. Metro's off this weekend, but we'll be back in action the following weekend in CSU Pueblo for a 3-game stand. Definitely looking forward to that. Now on to women's basketball, also taking a big hit, but coming into the game with 5-game winning streaks, but Regis actually had different ideas. In the first half, of the game was back and forth as both teams came out shooting the ball very well. Metro gets on board as Kaya DeGarmo for 3. Look at that, that's pretty good. But like I said, Regis would come right back with a 3 of their own. Fawn Brady would go into the lane, stops, pulls up for the jumper. Then she shows her range as she hits from downtown. She would finish with 14 points on the night, and 11 of those coming in the first. But Regis would tie things up going into half with a 3-game pointer, 36-36. Second half, and Metro forgets to come out of the locker room. Regis would use a 21-4 run to build a 17-point lead. Metro would try to make a comeback, but when you shoot 24% in the second half, you're not going to win many games. Metro State loses 72-61. This drops their first game since January 18th.
I don't know, we might have got a little too tentative. I thought in the first half we were taking some maybe rush shots, but then I think we got too tentative a little bit in the second half, and then we got some good looks and just weren't finishing.
After a 2-win weekend, the #1 team in the nation, men's team, stay away from all the nightlife and hangovers. And they had to, as they take on their crosstown rivals, Regis University. Coach Clark was looking for his 100th win as Metro's head coach. The game started out great for Metro as Nicholas Kay gets the hook shot to go. He finishes with 20 points and 11 rebounds for his 9th career double-double. But Regis would answer with this jumper by Jared Green living it in the paint. But when you need a leader, who do you call? Mitch McCarron, who would have 12 points in the first half. Metro leads 33-22. Second half now, and it was the Aussie show as Kay finds Harrison Goodrick, who had 7 points in the game. Then McCarron would add another 12 points in the second half for a team-high 24 points. Metro wins this one 80-65, giving Coach Clark his 100th career win.
You know, I get the credit on it, but you know, there's some guys that have been involved in every single one of those wins, you know, so my thing is to deflect and share it a little bit because it really is a team accomplishment.
Definitely. So with the victory, Metro continues their 18-game winning streak, improving 21-1 overall and 18-0 in the RMAC. But they do face 2 RMAC rivals this weekend in Adams State and Fort Lewis. So you can check them out, those games tonight and tomorrow at 7. So definitely looking forward to that, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love the men's team.
I know, they're definitely on fire. Let's hope the women's team can catch up. I have no doubt they'll do really good.
Yeah, I think they'll both make it all the way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Met Report. For Lacie Daye, Myles Potter, Hassan Shah, Josh Cozart, I'm Jessie Salazar. We'll see you around campus.